Yo everyone, we're back of Trails Through Daybreak. Last time, we figured out the truth behind Maxim and some other things, and things have progressed since then. And we figured out that we're taking a vacation to Lonlai. Gosh knows we need it with everything we've been going through. And I said that I would take care of all of the NPC rounds and trim it down, which I have. The reason I'm in the theater here is because it's literally the only place I can go in this frickin' district. Like, it just doesn't want me to do anything in the frickin' Tyrell district. So, we're starting off here. I wanted to talk to our favorite weirdo.
I'm glad the Climber's Story movie was narrated by an actual mountaineer. It gave an authentic touch to that film. I've heard that some movies filmed out in the real world have staged scenes in them. I didn't get that sense from this movie, but it's a good reason why audiences need to watch it with a more discerning eye.
Alright, not what I expected you to talk about, but hey, not complaining. Also, sorry for no upload yesterday, because I simply was feeling out of it, and yeah. What's playing right now? I made a post about it last time this happened, but I feel like if I do that every single time that I have to cut an episode, then it'll just get to be kind of overbearing, so I'm not going to go that route. Climber's Story or Wolf's Requiem is what we're going for here. Wolf's Requiem is very popular though, so I don't know if I necessarily have to go for it. So I'm kind of tempted to... I mean, this one is like critically acclaimed, and I don't know how much longer this one's gonna stay in. I'll go for Wolf's Requiem. This one is kind of acclaimed, so suffice to say I'm interested at least. What we got? Ron, a young officer of the law, is hot on the heels of a gang he once had ties to. While pursuing the case, he meets a girl named Michelle. She is freed from the clutches of the gang, but they saddled her with an insurmountable debt, with little hope of paying it off. Ron takes it upon himself to look after the girl, who begins to develop feelings for the young officer. Before she can act on it, however, the gang finds her and snatches her away at once. Once again, that is. Fueled by the fires of rage, Ron rushes into their hideout and engages the gangsters in a gunfight. He emerges victorious by the skin of his teeth. He rescues Michelle from her captivity, and the two embrace each other at last, overjoyed to have made it out alive. And it was at that moment when one of the fallen gangsters lifted his quivering hand and pulled the trigger.
Michelle, hold on.
Darling, hold my hand. Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday.
Are you all right? You're not hurt, are you?
It's playing this thing again.
I'm fine. See? Not a single scratch on me.
Wait, this is the fucking...
Thank goodness.
Oh my god, this music?
I fulfilled my promise then. You remember it, right?
I didn't expect
You're
FC
always
music,
protecting everyone.
of all things.
So one day, I'll be the one who protects you.
Of course I remember. Save your strength, Michelle. Help will arrive at any moment. Hey, over here! I need a medic now!
Ron, your arms are so warm. When you hold me like this, my fear just melts away.
It's kind of impressive that they made CGs for all of this. For every single film, they at least made one CG, which is very interesting. I really wasn't expecting to get music from all the way back in FC in this game in that type of form. But hey. Look who we have here. Ooh. Oh, Ren.
Should you really be wandering around town at this hour? Don't you have responsibilities back on campus?
Oh, whatever are you talking about? I'm out on business, really.
Yeah? This your idea of patrolling the city? I guess there's no harm in it. They're only doing these reruns at night anyway.
Well, after it took the Lionel d'Or in Tharbad, I couldn't afford not to see it, could I? I get why it made such a stir now. Nina Fenley's acting captured my attention the whole way through. Especially while she lied in the arms of the man she loved, smiling till her last breath. You could feel the purity behind her feelings. She's a bewitching actress. It's hard to believe just how much feminine charm she can muster despite us being nearly the same age.
It's even crazier to think about when you consider how subdued and wholesome she is in real life. Makes you wonder what sort of facade she'll end up putting on next. I know I'll be first in line to see for myself.
Facade. That's a good choice of word. Her ability to so convincingly put on such different personas must be why she has a reputation for being a gifted actress. But at the same time, it makes it hard to get a sense of who she really is when the cameras aren't rolling. It's almost like her identity is completely invisible looking at her from the outside.
You're not the only one who thinks that. Nina herself has definitely worried about that exact thing before. I've met her a couple of times. At the very least, I don't get the vibe that she's a two-faced person or anything like that. But that's not what you're really saying here, is it?
No, it's precisely because she's not any one person deep down that she can so capably mold herself however she likes. In some ways, that makes her a pretty formidable person, whether she herself necessarily wants to be that way or not. Geniuses are all such fascinating people to analyze. Wouldn't you agree?
I think a ton of people would toss you in that exact same basket, you know? Van's conversation in the theater continued for a brief period. However, the two sides parted ways in the lobby. From then, Van got on with the rest of his evening. Hey, it looks like they're selling commemorative brochures.
Sure! So I do get points with Ren for that. Wonder if I should reload for that to see what else there is. Okay. You said you only do the reruns at night. Maybe I should check out the Climber Story one, but I don't know, maybe it'll just be a rerun. It's not like this game's gonna frickin' majorly punish me if I mess up one little thing here or there, right?
Taking off
right. Hello, Painter Girl. How are you doing? I just can't do it. Try as I might, the tower's mysteries still leave me stumped. Goodness, it's been 3 years and 67 days now by my count since I last had this severe case of an artist block. It's gotten into me. How can you count the exact date? Whatever. I've sunk far too great a cost to turn back now. I will conquer the tower with my trusty brush. Goddess is my witness. If I just can't catch the faintest glimpse, the slightest touch of the tower's true colors. I don't know, maybe I just gotta look at it at a different time of day. Perhaps I'm looking at it wrong. Maybe I'll know what the tower truly is if I know what it truly isn't. What it truly isn't. It's reverse, so to speak. If I can change my perception of the tower like that, then I may have a breakthrough in my hands. Have you ever tried drawing it from like a different angle? Like, does it have to be this particular spot? I mean, I get it. It's a very nice shot, but maybe you should like get a different perspective on it and then come back to this once you understand.
If the word got out that we got fished on some explicit website, heavens, our reputation would have been sunk. I can't thank you enough. Trust is paramount for our firm. It's not something you could simply buy. So I'm swearing off those spaces. Now I just need to find some other way to unwind after a long day's work.
I'm sure you'll find something. Hey, Jennifer. I thought it would be easy to win over some party members given the slump they're in. How wrong I was. He has such a big heart to set me straight like that. It's strange. Even the sweetest Quincy treat tastes salty when I eat it alone. Gun buddy. Can I go up this way? I haven't spoken to you yet. Not today. I miss Sonia. I said screw guys! Who says I gotta marry one just because I'm that age? And not like I'm gonna curl up and die if I'm single in my 30s. Alright! Y'all, tonight we're gonna drink till I forget all about it. I'm sure you'll get better eventually. Hello, James.
What the hell, man? How'd Sasha walk all over us like that? And then they just toss out the shit with Ronald, like it's nothing. Never would have thought he'd throw in with the mafia.
The hell did come to this? Shit really got out of hand. What else you gotta say? Renee and Sasha are getting full of themselves, pissing me off. But then Ronald went and took things too far. How do we even get here? Where even am I? Simon. Man, James got straight embarrassed there. I could hardly believe my eyes. But he wasn't pissed about it. He looked relieved, actually. Like a weight came off his shoulders. Guess he needed that. Actually, Sasha was looking like she just has an itch afterward. So maybe float her a challenge? I was able to squeeze out a win, but man, she was tough as ever. Heard Kirk tried to take her on too. He held his own, but he couldn't beat her either. Probably looked past her because she's a girl. The dumb shit. He's been so full of himself lately. So, you know, it's good that he got knocked off his high horse like that. Better now than later. Now he's pulling all-nighters practicing. He's really taking that beating to heart. I'll keep an eye on him, see how that goes. You have good luck with that.
No, I did not choke. I just let down my guard a little. That girl does have some hoops, I'll admit. She had to have been good for Simon to take notice. Next time we face off, it won't go so smoothly for her, you'll see.
Sure, pal. We'll see how that pans out for you. Back over here in the Blacklight District, we've got some people all chilling. I had some business to negotiate with an old friend today, and mercy, she really likes to play hardball with me. I thought raising her daughter and moving to Crossbell might have softened her up a little, but nope. Oh shit, her? That daughter of hers? Wouldn't you know it, she's in the arms dealing business too. And darn tootin' she's good at it. Damn right. Word is she even has her own airship now. She really does take after her mother. I might have a real firecracker on my hands when she grows up. I got that deal done in the end, but I'm telling you, they make for one scary duo. Whatever happened to throwing your old friend a bone? Chivalry's dead, I tell you. Well. It's been a hot minute since I last checked this place. They've got a really nice lineup today. Like this greatsword here. What do you think of it, Lahad? It's pretty nice, yeah? Got this back alley blacksmith vibe to it. I like it. You two are way too comfortable here. I don't know how you do it. I can't stand these kind of places. Don't be a spoil sport, Alvis. A bracer is responsible for all civilians, no? Including the ones in the gutters. You know, that's why Regina worries about you so much. You're always so high-strung on the job. I mean, what? What does Regina have to do with that? Oh, for the love of Adios, take the hint, you big, dense blockhead! Okay, how about this? You two hold a competition between yourselves. The winner gets to take Regina on a dinner date. Sounds good to me. I mean, I still don't get why you're bringing her up in this, but I'm not gonna lose either way. My pride's on the oh my god, he's dense as a brick. Actually, I mean, I kind of had an inkling about it, but overall I wasn't too sure if Regina was into him, but I guess that solidifies it. But also, he seems to be obsessed with Elaine. So clearly, what we do is Van gets with Elaine, Anya gets with Katra, and then Alice realizes, oh, I can't get with Elaine anymore. And then he finally notices Regina, and then they get together. All's well that ends well. That's how it all works. You were alarmingly quick to agree there. Wait, why would I have dinner with her? I have a girlfriend. This is just, you know, whatever. Fine, you're on. You're not gonna lose. I swear on my honor as a B-rank bracer. You know, like how you aren't? Yeah, shut it. Man, how does Elvis function with a head that dense? Hopefully once I get the guy to come to his senses, he and Regina. Or, wait. He only gets to invite her to dinner if I lose. If I lose, then I look bad, and if I look bad... Okay, this is kind of a problem. What do I do? Should I just win and let him figure it out on his own? Man, must suck being that dude's wingman. He's really fussing over it. Oh, brother. Let's talk to Elvis last. Those two never change, do they? They've been like that ever since they were rookies. The more things change, the more they stay the same. They're capable bracers now, but their old habits are hard to kick. Maybe that falls on me as their mentor. I have room to improve myself, I reckon. I do need to do a better job of reining in Ewan. Alright, what do you got, funny man? Huh. Well, hello there. You know, I always had a feeling you frequented this place. Guess I was right after all. Anyway, let's just stay in our own lanes here, alright? I'll look the other way if you do. Not even trying to play it cool this time. Well, fine by me. I ain't got nothing to do with you anyway. And that's the end of that. There's a person up here, though. What the f... Dude, he's... Oh, I guess he's just training. Joe Browning.
Alright, 500 more reps today. Let's do this. I used to be a famous boxer back on the surface, but then the drugs come a-calling. I fell about as low as a guy could fall, but you know something? Life here ain't so bad. This place is rotten as shit, but you can do whatever you want down here. I love it. Hell, you can leave guys half dead, nobody cares.
Oh. I thought you were trying to get back up, but no, that dude does not give a single crap. He is just going along for it. I'm not talking to you, you crazy lady. I mean, I already did off camera, but that's beside the point. Hey, look who it is. Come on, get him! No, not like that, you dumbass. Hook him. Right.
Thought I recognized that head of hair. Good fight, huh? You're pretty riled up here.
Good fight is right. Got a grudge match going on. When I was yelling at, he just barely lost to this other guy last time. He lost me my money, but I'll get it back this time. I got a hunch. Come on, how about you throw some mirror in too? It's real hype shit.
Didn't take long for him to reel you in, huh? Punk's gonna punk, I guess.
Got buddies who are just as into all this as me. I like to bet on who wins. Should get in on the fun, Chief. Once it starts, you won't be able to stop. You know, I appreciate it when you call me Chief instead of an old man. It's kind of preferred. Yeah, I only do what I feel like it, though.
Trust me, I'm aware.
What else we got? Whoa, Ren jump scare. Has it really been a whole year since Crossbell broke off from Erebonia? How time flies when you get to my age. I had a number of brushes with the old CPD back when I lived there. They'll throw you in jail for just about anything over there. I didn't even do anything wrong with this one time, and they still cuffed me. But if they think they got the last laugh, oh, they've got another thing coming. One of these days, they'll pay the piper. Sure. Crossbell's starting to get a little big for its britches now it's independent. They've got consulates? Consulates, maybe. And everything now. Sorry, that is not a word I'm used to. But if the cops and the SSS think they've had the last laugh, oh, you want to sort of pay the piper. Pay the piper. Hey there. Come on and have some fun. Just don't get too naughty, alright?
I ain't trying to be naughty whatsoever. Ain't nobody knows exactly how long Blacklight's been around. You believe the people on the streets, they'll tell you it goes back some 500 years. More likely it just popped up when people were drifting around the city after the revolution. Shit was real chaotic back then. Only one who knows for sure is probably the boss. And the boss ain't someone to show up down here often, so who can say for certain?
The boss, huh?
The boss is the one who keeps things clean down here. Ain't a soul alive here don't know... but here's someone alive down here who don't benefit somehow.
God, brain sometimes just turns off. You gotta excuse me.
I don't say the boss will let off myself, but you can always count on him to come through when you need him.
Wonder who that is. Probably someone we'll meet eventually. I hadn't considered that as a way to restore cranial nerve functions. Interesting. Very interesting. Thank you, Ren. That helped clear up to the part of your thesis I had trouble parsing. That insight will come in mighty handy. Don't mention it. Just know that it's all still theory. It's up to you and your field to determine how practical it actually is. I'm definitely excited to see how my ideas pan out in the real world at any rate. I'll be keeping a very close eye on those tests. By all means, I'm excited to put your theory to work.
Do I even want to ask what harebrained schemes you're up to? What's a kid like you doing down here at this hour, huh? Didn't I just see you at the movies?
A girl's gotta have her hobbies. Ah, if it isn't Edith's one and only Spriggan.
Yep. Do you, know any other Spriggans, or is that just, a me thing? I kind of forget. My memory loss is hitting. I'm an old man. You gotta excuse it.
Good evening, Van. Why so concerned? I have proper permission to leave the campus at night. Everything is above board, I assure you.
Yeah, except for the black light district you're in. That's not what I meant, and you know it. So, you're still publishing papers, huh? Man, you're a real workaholic.
You were doing that 5 years ago when we first met. So, you're the infamous Meal Shatan, are you? A mysterious researcher who puts out papers at the speed of light. Medicine, economics, engineering, even literature and music theory. A polymath through and through. Your work has been very well regarded at various conferences. I hear you even managed to attain your doctorate while remaining anonymous. Well, you do know your stuff. Normally, I would deflect such scrutiny into my identity, but it seems as though the jig is up. My output isn't what it once was. I used to be a little haphazard in my youth, dabbling in anything and everything that came to mind. But now I'm so busy with the student council and my other commitments, I don't have the energy to publish as often as I used to. These days, I put out a paper, every 6 months or so.
Because, you know, publishing only 2 papers a year at 16 is so bog standard.
I think that's a healthy pace to maintain. Your youth doesn't last forever. It wouldn't go to drown your teenage years in work. I made plenty today at work, so tonight I figured I'd treat myself to a well-earned break. I've known Ren here since her kiddie days. We got to know each other online. I never thought I'd get to meet her in person all these years later. So young, and yet she's grown so much. Didn't take her long to start marching to the black light beat. But I suppose with a resume like her, she can adapt to just about anything.
Should have figured she'd know about her society ties. Man, what doesn't this woman know?
So, Agnes tells me you're going on something of a company retreat next week. I must say, it sounds like fun. Perhaps I'll stow away inside someone's truck and come along for the ride.
You might still be pretty short, but not as much as when we first met. Don't think you'd fit into anybody's suitcases anymore. But honestly, you don't have to go to all that trouble. You're welcome to tag along if you like. We owe you big time for all your help in Basel. We got room for one more. You're in for it if you want it.
That's sweet of you to offer. Alas, I have plenty of obligations keeping me busy next week, so I'll have to pass. That said, I hope you and your lovely assistants all get some very well-earned rest. Agnes especially. She's been a real busy bee, between your work and the student council. Make sure you treat her well, alright?
Of course. I get I ain't the best influence, but I ain't a slave driver. Renee? Ren could stand to take her own advice too. That girl never stops. But, well, she has her friends and family to help with that, I guess. Can you leave me alone? I'm not trying to get anything right now.
Thinking about it, we have known each other for quite some time, haven't we? I met our intrepid reporter friend around the same time, too. I'm sorry. Should I not be dredging all of that back up?
Yeah, I'd appreciate it, if I'm being real with you.
Oh yeah. So, I guess he met Dingo around the time of his tragic backstory or something?
Those were rough times for her, to put it lightly. She was to walking through Gehenna.
Wait. Or maybe she's just talking about... Are they talking about Ren's backstory or Van's? I assume they're around a similar time frame, but who knows?
Off we go.
Oh well, that's another section done. Let's see what's going on down here at the Blue Score.
Hey dude, we're putting on a free show tonight. The opener is our own local up-and-coming Jess.
Oh shit!
He's really been making a name for himself around here lately. Word is he's about to sign with a major label. It's getting harder and harder to get tickets to see him before they sell out. It's practically a mirror that he's playing a free show. It might be your one shot to see him live.
Guess Sayla and Lulu aren't giving up on making it as idols just yet. Are they defying the label's direct order? This isn't like you, Sayla. She's changed. A lot, actually. I wonder if it's Lulua's doing. Good question. Carol. Damn it, Jess. You're really gonna make me cry. He's so damn cool. I can already feel my heart breaking. I don't think I can take any more of this. Wait, what's this music? Is this an actual new tune? Can't tell if it's new or like a cover or something. feel like I've heard this before, but at the same time it sounds new. Regardless, God, I love acoustic guitar. It can be such a calming instrument sometimes. The sounds of the strings and everything. It's kind of wonderful. Oh, it's these two. I'm so happy Selma likes Jess's music. There's something about his songs that just cuts straight to the heart and sticks with you. I thought that might appeal to Selma given what she's been through lately, so I recommended she give them a lesson. What do you got? God, it feels so weird seeing Selma in more like generic attire instead of her running stuff. Because it's not like she has a unique model. Like, this is one of the more generic models that you have around town. It's just that Selma kind of stood out from the crowd because she had her usual running clothes and whatnot that is actually unique. But, you know, she is definitely the character I think about when I see this model. This is the singer-songwriter everyone's on a buzz about. Whoa, his performance is so emotional. It's so wonderful getting to hear music like this somewhere I take for granted on my everyday jogs. Goes to show what I've been missing out on this whole time, never slowing down to smell the roses. Lottie's finally opened up my eyes. There's so many things I'm seeing clearly for the first time. Wait, why are my cheeks wet? God. Can I get any closer? Good on you, Jess. You're doing well here, man. You're gonna go far, kid. That was really sweet, just getting to hear that. Very nice tune. I guess we'll start over here. Hopefully I don't get run over by this stupid car that's always teleporting around. Come on, Uncle, I just want to replace my engine. It's the only way I'm gonna get max performance out of my Kabul.
Goddess be, would you knock it off? Go out and annoy someone else.
Please, I'll cough up the mirror. I just need your help finding the right engine.
That's the problem. Do you even understand how hard it'll be to find someone that'll even fit?
That's all I gotta say. Oh, wait.
Great. She's thrown another fit. Gotta admit, her driving skills have come a long way. She could stand to learn how to behave, though.
Bradley, come on!
Hey, knock that off. You ain't 5 years old to behave yourself.
Okay. That's the same conversation. It's cool that you can talk to different people like that, though. Downwards to see what's going on with them.
Hey there, good to see you. Me and all the food stall owners are out for drinks today. There's a lot we gotta talk about with the Revolution Festival right around the corner.
Right. I guess that's gonna be next chapter, probably, huh? Because usually it's like 1 month per chapter or something like that.
Primo will take your order while I'm here.
Wait.
I'm sure Primo can handle the stall on her own for a little while. What I'm not so sure about is whether she'll get experimental and start offering customers some new weirdo tacos. But hey, the lass has passion in droves. She's an inspiration, that one.
Ain't that the truth? Yeah, Wait, can I, like... no, it doesn't specify. I was kind of hoping that we'd get to see what time it is in-game for previous chapters. Because there's a lot of... I don't know. I don't know if we've actually been going a month per chapter, or maybe it's like every 2 weeks or something like that. Why is Shino's bar so popular? Damn her chic sense of style and pinpoint attention to detail. We might be able to compete if we extend our business hours to 9 p.m. That should increase sales by at least 10%. Now, maybe even higher once the new menu rolls out. You're a whack. Actually, do you have anything new? I was gonna say, I wouldn't be surprised if you added another new thing. Speaking of Shino, heyo. I set up shop in every district before, but I always come back to good old Riverside. Where dreams come true and friendly faces are aplenty. Plus, this is where all my regulars are. Riverside's where I set up shop for the first time, so it holds a special place in my heart.
Hello?
Good to know. Hello?
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Alright, time to see what the main plot's got in store, I guess. That's everyone. Well, we got these two. Wait, can we talk? I actually realized something because I saw them before. We can talk to them through here, which is kind of crazy. And I don't know what it means, but I'm gonna try it. I'm not giving up, Dingo. I'll be just as good as you.
Things been pretty lively up in Arkwright Solutions, huh? I'm talking you through the window. Guess it's calmed down some at least. It's good to see you got an... Oh wait, sorry. Why am I going for this generic of a voice? Guess it's calmed down some at least. It's good to see you got it in yet to make some new good friends. I'm an adult, you know. You want to talk anyway. Been rekindling your passion for reporting with this little go-getter around. I'm not gonna deny that. Looks like she's really drunk. Not sure if she'll come too, but I'll stick around to send her home as she wakes up. Dingo's such a nice guy. Anyways, kind of insane that
If it isn't Van.
It's insane that I can just talk to him through the window like that. It's kind of humorous. So, what I'm trying to get at here is what... Well, you know.
Come on, that's enough for one day, isn't it?
Don't change the subject. As you, you're sprigging.
Van. Hey, dude, don't let me keep you. I don't fancy third wheeling, so how about I leave you two to it?
No, stay. Dingo's a jerk. He just left me behind. And what did he learn? Nothing. He's doing it again.
So she's the loud kind of drunk. You know, if Dingo's being such a jerk, why not tell him yourself? You're mighty close to him right now.
I sure did. I told him off real good. And what did he do? Just blew me off. Didn't listen to a thing I said. And here I just working so hard to follow in his footsteps. I just wanna...
Lasted longer than I expected. Yeah, she did. Sorry, that was an embarrassing way for you to find us. Don't sweat it. Not like I don't know you well enough at this point. Girl sure got some balls, though. Follows you all the way to Tharbad, gets kidnapped, and caps it off with a night of drunken complaints. It's like she's not even fazed. That might be my fault. I probably shouldn't have been so soft on her after the fact. I did try to get it through to her that she needs to be more careful. Careful doesn't seem to have clocked in tonight from the look of it. Not at all. I have to try again some other time. I definitely can't have her knowing where I'm going next time I travel. Losing a newbie like her shouldn't be that hard for you, right? But you sure it's worth it? Don't want to upset the cute little Missy by pushing her away. She's got a thing for you. I said it before, but we're from different publications. Rather than friends, we should be rivals. I don't think that's what Van meant. I don't think he meant has a thing for you as a friend. Don't think that really matters much. You can probably be rivals even if you worked at the same place. Rival or not, she looks up to you. That, at least, should mean something to you, yeah? I finally got a lead into one of the topics I've been pursuing. You know me. All my investigations are a gray area at best. The rest, pitch black. Of the worst kind, and you know it. I'd much rather she stay far, far away from that world. Maybe it's wrong of me to make that decision for her, but I don't want her to follow in my footsteps. She should walk a righter, more honest path. Someone who denies taking her under your wing, you sure get overprotective when it comes to her. Look who's talking. You and your growing office of assistants you'd stick your neck out for. Hey, Van, if you... Nothing. You're going out on a trip with your assistants, right? Should be a good time. Take the time to enjoy yourselves. I will? That's the plan, at least. I swear, just as quick and creepy as Kitty used to be. How the hell do you know about that? That's for me to know.
No, back off. Don't go get into a cozy with him, Dingo. It's not fair. Not fair.
Whatever. I'll buy you a souvenir. You don't get to complain if you don't like it. I trust you to pick something good. Good lord, what a duo. Can't say I expected that. Interesting, though. You know,
Marielle and all her optimism, and Dingo and his, like, dark... I wouldn't say brooding, but he's like, you know, he's in the underworld. He wants to keep her at arm's length and things like that. It definitely... It's a similar dynamic that you've seen in other stuff. It kind of reminds me minorly of, like, Estelle and Joshua. It's kind of a different deal. Because, you know, straight and narrow versus walking a path less traveled. It's more, like, dirty and things like that. Dirty, dusty, with no end in sight. But, yeah, I don't know. It just kind of gives off a similar vibe. And I don't know where they're going to end up, but I'm excited to see where it goes.
Dingo sure's been putting in some overtime as of late. And here I am just having to suffer, seeing him spend so much time with a beautiful lady that's not me. I don't think your usual game's gonna catch his attention anytime soon. Boo, you're no fun. But I digress. It looks like you got all your work down pat for the day. I'm sure your assistance was more than appreciated. Arkwright Solutions to the rescue. Chill, I didn't do anything other than show up. Guy's a clown, but he's at least got the balls to take responsibility. Guess we'll see how... how far that gets him. I don't quite know that I trust him or his claims of integrity just yet. I'll believe it when I see it. Oh, but I'll still keep an eye on the deer myself. So don't worry about doing all the heavy lifting.
Alrighty.
Alrighty?
I'm sure the media frenzy will calm down after a while. It'll be up to him to decide how to handle things from here.
Hopefully he does it well.
Oh, but I'll still keep an eye out on the deer myself, so don't worry about doing all the heavy lifting.
You already said that. Alright. That's one of the two things for the main plot we gotta do. Tyrell is where we gotta go next. Only place we can go. I just hope that the things with Maxim turn out well. Really all I can say. Brother's Music Shop.
Should I go talk to that idol group about her friend now? I've got to do it soon, but it doesn't have to be right.
Wait. Oh, no way. Okay, thank you. Holy shit. I could have fucked that up. I could have fucked it up again. That was possible. It was possible for me to fuck that up. That would have been terrible. It would have been terrible. I would have done it a third time. Not a first, not a second, but a third. Thank God it's specified. Holy shit. Alright, so this is... Okay, yeah, that's required, so it's basically just do these. Interesting. Rosette wants to do a... Okay, let's do Rosette first, because I think I'm gonna stay with this one at least. Van contacted Rosette and returned to the office. Thank you for coming in, Mr. Arkwright. I hate to impose like this, especially so late, but I sincerely appreciate it.
Don't mention it. You said you were testing some features in development for the simulator, right? Are you sure I'm the man you want for that? Sounds like you go way over my head.
Certainly. As a matter of fact, there's something that only you can help me with. Could you please take your Zypher out for me?
My Zypher? What do you want with that?
The HoloCore system gathers a wide variety of data through the Zypher, not just biological information. This time, I'd like to test location information-based shard replication functionality too. Perhaps it'd be faster if I just show you. Are you ready to begin?
I didn't really get all that, but sure. Just need me to connect to my Zypher, right?
Swing. Bleep.
It sounded like I was trying to make a Yoshi noise or something.
Yoshi! Yoshi coins!
Whoa, is this Cray? Huh.
So where is this? Cray Village?
Correct. Our records indicate this dataset was generated 2 months ago. This reflects the village's state upon you accepting Miss Al-Fayed's request.
Really now? So you use something like geographical data to make this copy of the village? Man, your tech just keeps throwing curveballs at me.
Pretty crazy.
Hell, even the villagers are going around through their motions. It's like some kind of memory quartz.
Due to the high information density in those settings, the fine details aren't perfectly accurate. Do pardon that.
Wouldn't have noticed if you didn't point it out. This is before you tagged along anyway.
Indeed it was. I see now that this village is quite the homely place. Though we haven't implemented audio emulation quite yet, I can almost hear the ambience of this village already.
Yeah, backwater through and through, and all the beauty that comes with it. That reminds me, the village is hosting their harvest festival soon. Bet they'll dress up the place up nice and pretty for that.
I see. I would be interested in participating myself someday. Now, let us advance to the next memory.
We just gonna go from town to town here, or what? Lawnport? Yep.
These orange lanterns. These orange lanterns are gorgeous.
They sure are. Looks like we're in Lawnport's eastern quarter now. When we came here a while back, we had to deal with Heiwei and Omada. Still enjoyed seeing this place again, though. Hard not to get wrapped up in all its eastern charms.
I know what you mean. The vermilion lights are quite beautiful. And the gorgeous night sky is enchanting.
Not sure I'd go that far, but yeah, the night view is pretty damn great. And so's the ocean view from the harbor, especially in the evening.
Is it now? Then let me extract the evening data.
Just go do all that. Damn. Yet another curveball.
You aren't exaggerating. The view from here is breathtaking.
Sorry if it's a little much.
Oh, it isn't at all. I could watch the gentle swaying of the waves for hours.
In that case, why don't you come here in person sometime? There's a mountain of delicious food, and the Eastern theater performances alone are worth the trip.
That all sounds lovely. I think I'll do that someday.
So, like, if you're a robot, how does eating work for you, even? Like, I guess I shouldn't pry.
You probably shouldn't. I hate to put an end to all this, but we have our test results now. I'll go ahead and end this simulation. I'll tell you how I end up eating one of these days. But I might have to wait for a future game.
What are you even talking about? Anyways, we're back.
Strictly speaking, we never left this room in the first place. How do you feel about this new functionality test?
Great reminder of how crazy shard tech really is, that's for sure. I still wonder how the hell we're going beyond this in future games. Like, this is pretty modern. Shards are already kind of, like, beyond normal, like, expectations. So, like, where do we go with future orbmen? Like, combat orbments and things like that? Honestly, I'm even more excited to see this fully realize that I am the combat simulation portion.
I agree with you. Thankfully, we managed to record some excellent data. Things will hopefully continue to progress smoothly.
But I gotta say, you look pretty happy while we were doing that test.
And as embarrassed as I am to admit it, I can't claim otherwise. All I had until now are pictures and videos from other places. For a while, I thought they'd be all I'd have, and I was content just imagining them.
So she likes getting to see new sights. I guess I was kind of right in that she has been cooped up a long while.
But thanks to you, Mr. Arkwright, I now get to experience such places for myself. If I hadn't taken so long to join you, I might have even been able to see the places we just simulated. Honestly, I'm a little jealous of the others.
You've been through a hell of a lot in your life, haven't you? Don't mean to pry, but it's the impression I got after what happened last trip.
That would be a fair assessment, yes. Regardless of that, I owe a great debt of gratitude towards the Marduk Company, and Mr. Thorndyke by extension. I wouldn't be here helping as your concierge if it weren't for them. I'm incredibly grateful for the opportunity. That, in and of itself, is a great privilege and more than enough for me to feel fulfilled and satisfied.
Don't gotta be so humble. We're happy to have you here too, you know. And don't forget, we've got our trip to Lonlai coming up too. I know it's all kind of last minute and not exactly meant for us, so we might not really have all that much time to relax. But I still hope you get to enjoy yourself while we're there. You deserve it just as much as anyone else.
Thank you, Mr. Arkwright. Just the opportunity to join you all is exhilarating. Whether it's the local cuisine, the beautiful vistas, or the relaxing hot springs, I'm looking forward to it all.
Hope you enjoy it to the best.
I almost forgot I was on the clock for a moment there.
Defense and special defense. I say special defense like it's Pokemon, but you get the point. The point is that we got more there. That was a real nice one. I'm definitely gonna save and keep with that one. That one was just really solid in general. And gave a bit more of a... Get a bit more of a hint into what Rosette's life was like before all this. And man, I just hope that she gets to stay with the Arcade Solutions long term. Good lordy. I mean, I guess she's gonna get to go to all those places in Daybreak too, because I assume it's gonna return to... We're gonna probably return to every place we've already been to next game. That's generally how these work. You gotta retread land before you introduce new stuff. Alright, not yet, not yet. Let's go... If I want to max out the more important ones, let's see what we have with Dazwani. I'm not going to be able to max out everyone, so I gotta cut some corners. First look on his face, scouring the city for a girl's lost toy as of late. What is he looking for, his daughter's thing?
Looks like my guess is right on the mark.
It's kind of important to read the stuff on this. Sorry. I'm a bit tired and I have a bit of a headache. I kind of am trying to push through so I'm not skipping out on a recording 2 days in a row.
Something on your mind, Inspector? What do you want? Just been looking into a spicy rumor that's been floating around. Something about a scary-looking man is prowling the night searching for little girl toys. Hey, don't worry. I don't judge. Everyone's got at least one weird hobby or two.
Says the guy with like 5 or 6. I mean, I guess that means you know.
It's not a hobby, damn it. I gotta find the low-life scumbag who spread that rumor and cuff him. Alright, I've had my fun. There's more to the story, right? What, you trying to placate your adolescent daughter after upsetting her? Don't tell me I just hit the jackpot. Not quite. My daughter's still Sunday school age.
Sounded like we're kind of close though, right? Eh?
So you couldn't be there for her birthday, huh? Yeah, just about any little kid's gonna be upset about that. You're lucky she's mature enough to not throw a tantrum over it. I don't need you to tell me that. I don't get to spend much time with her, so I promised I'd absolutely be there for her birthday. You should know better than to make promises you might not be able to keep. The only absolute in this world is that there are no absolutes. Alright, I've just had about enough of you. I'm gonna head to another shop. This one didn't have what I wanted. What are you trying to find anyway? What do you want to know? So you can fling more insults my way? Because I wanted to help you find it. Figure this is a perfect opportunity to put a cop in my debt. That tone of yours is exactly what I despise. You must really want to put a smile back in your daughter's face, or wouldn't be roaming around the streets like a bloodhound on the hunt. And I'm guessing you don't want to ask the guild or your subordinates for help when they're busy. But I got all the time in the world. I'll help you out of this jam for dirt cheap, just this once. What do you say? You're as unpredictable as ever. I'm looking for a limited edition dress-up doll. It has a special outfit. My daughter wants it badly, but unfortunately so does everyone else. They're out of stock all over the city. Trust me, I checked. So having an inspector like you is willing to cast aside his pride for his beloved daughter.
This guy is like already regretting this. Like right off the bat.
He's like, he's keeping the snort coming. Nope, gotta kill him. I might know just a place. You do? Tell me where it is now. Easy, you can't go there alone. If you do, you won't be able to get your hands on it, and you'll probably land yourself in a real mess. Blacklight. People there find out who you are, you'll be getting sandbagged in no time. You know me. I'll be having dinner with my family today for the first time in a while. I really want to hand my daughter the doll then and there. You may lead the way. I can protect myself, though. Gotcha.
Van led Dozwani to the location he had in mind. I wonder where. There's the music.
I was starting to wonder on the way here if this is where you were taking me.
Ah, don't be like that. I'm just taking you through a nice, dingy underground shopping center. Inspector, just like any other in Edith. Look, you're not making this any better for either of us. Wipe that frown off of your face already. Alright, I'll stop yucking around. This your first... Oh wait. Alright, I'll stop yucking around. This your first rodeo, or have you been down here before?
It's been over a decade. This isn't exactly my kind of place, either professionally or personally. I swear, I just can't wrap my head around it. How anyone can just choose to live down here, and how the authorities could turn a blind eye to how obviously foul it is just beyond me.
That's what I'm here for, pal. You wouldn't last a minute down here by yourself. Anyway, time's a-wasting. Let's talk to the locals first and see what we can figure out. Gabriella, formed of a new scalper, had recently arrived. Alright, and then I try visiting him. You're in luck, my good man. I've got exactly what you're looking for. I just put those dolls up on display. You don't know how hard I had to work to obtain them. Those things aren't easy to come by. Probably goes without saying, if you move forward with this ain't gonna be the most legit sale you've ever done. Just putting that out there. What you decide to do with that information's up to you.
I don't need some street rat like you lecturing me about morals. Oh, sure, I'll take one. How much you want?
Pleasure doing business with you, sir. That'll be 10,000 Mira, thank you very much.
You serious? That's 10 times the SMRP. You better give me a damn good reason why.
As I just explained to you, sir, these dolls are quite the hot commodity right now. I'm simply charging what the market is willing to pay.
Like hell, you think you get away with fleecing me, huh?
Don't hurt me. Sorry, pal. Doesn't look like you know who this guy is, so let me fill you in. You're looking at the personal bodyguard for this district's head honcho. Want to guess how he got so strong? By setting crooks straight by force when they step out of line. I hear you're new here, so I guess nobody took the time to fill you in yet. Can't fault you for that. But now that you know who you're dealing with, you might want to consider cutting the man a discount. Otherwise, life's gonna come at you real fast in just a couple of seconds. Okay, I give. You win! So normal retail price, plus a finder's fee to compensate for my labor. Does that sound fair? Still a snake to the bitter end, but he knows what's up now, at least. What's your call, boss? Deal?
Yeah, I'll take it.
Fantastic. Another satisfied customer you've made. So, I hope this taught you a valuable lesson. Be careful how you do business down here, got it?
Let me ask you one more question before I leave. What on Zamaria made you decide to come live in a place like this?
Well, that's a weird question to ask, but if I had to say... I really just like robbing people of money. Well, we got it in the end. Shame it ended up costing more than the retail price, but it beats not getting it at all.
True. It'd have cost me an arm and a leg were it not for your quick wit.
I think we owe it to that terrific scowl on your face. He'd have never bought my story otherwise. Sorry, the 2 freaking apostrophes really just murdered my brain.
You seriously need to work on your compliments.
Anyway, you really are a strange one. I doubt anybody in the history of the Blacklight District has asked a question like that one.
I was quite surprised at the answer I received. I don't even know how to live in the sun's light. When I first visited that district, I quickly realized the outside world's logic doesn't apply there. And I had that same feeling all over again. Although I understand now that thrusting our logic on its people isn't the way forward. I probably shouldn't be saying this as an enforcer of the law. But while I can't say I understand their way of thinking, nor can I accept it as right.
I can acknowledge that there may be things in this world that are neither black nor white. That's so. Well, it's time for the lawless ruffian to get out of your hair. I hope she likes a present. As do I. Although the relief it provides will no doubt be momentary. This isn't the first time I've made her sad. It won't be the last time either. Damn, the pessimism is real. Did the pressing air in the Blacklight District get to you or something? Quiet, you. Let me leave you with this. You can think the world of someone, but if you don't put your feelings into actions or words, they'll never know. Deep down, though, I'm sure she already knows you really care about her. You just gotta keep trying to show her it. Show it. Well, I'm out. Just treat me to a canned coffee sometime, and we're square. Peace. Just can't get a read on that guy.
Daddy!
Geeky.
I'm really sorry, Daddy. I know how busy you are, and I shouldn't have been so mean to you.
Off he goes. I'm sorry too. In a short minute, I got you a little special something. Van quietly left the scene as if he had never been there at all. With his work done, he returned to his patrol.
You've got some spirit, I guess. No, I didn't say a word.
God. More stats for Van, eh? He's getting close to max. There was one part he said, but if you don't put your feelings into words or actions, they'll never know. You know, that line, it just seems like he's speaking from personal experience. And stuff that he wishes he could say, but doesn't have the heart to himself. That's at least the vibe I get. Alright, let's load this one back. Online Vacation really came out of nowhere. Been a while, maybe I should hit the bookstore and see if I can gather any info on the new suites in the area. Oh my god. Of course he would. Gotta learn about all the suites to figure out what I'm gonna eat when I go there. Online is such a popular tourist attraction. Gotta figure the local suites change up over time. The way I see it, I'd be shirking my professional duties as a Spriggan if I didn't take the time to study up on them beforehand. Now to find just where to keep the tour guides here. Huh? Is that Anius over there?
Oh, hi Van. Fancy seeing you here. Are you doing your rounds around the city? You seem to do that a lot at night.
Nah, not this time. I just came here to shop for some books, that's all. What brings you here? I figured you went back to your dorm after we were all finished talking.
I just remembered a reference book that one of my teachers recommended me to you the other day. I decided I might as well pick it up on my way back before I forget.
Gotcha. That's some dedication if you're going out of your way to pick up that kind of extracurricular material.
I don't know if I'd say I'm that dedicated this time. Otherwise I wouldn't have found myself over here looking for guidebooks on Lanlai. Oh, but if you're here, does that mean you're looking for information on the kind of suites they have in Lanlai?
You know me only too well at this point. Well, since we're both here, might as well see what they got. Read like a book. Subway's probably running less frequent at this time of day, aren't they?
I'd say so. At this hour, they probably... Oh, looks like they're gonna have some sort of problem with the train cars.
Yeah, I read that earlier. I'm sure they'll be up and running again soon.
Maybe. It says they don't have an estimate for how long the inspection is going to take. I almost wonder if that lady that walked by was scripted and she just got robbed or something. I guess I'll either have to wait it out at a cafe or just walk home instead.
You don't have to go all that trouble. I can just drive you back in my truck. Beats how long it takes to go on foot. I'm sure your dorm's got a curfew in place, right?
You don't mind? That would definitely help me a lot. Thanks, Van. You're a lifesaver.
Guess not. On the road. We get the theme again. Let's go. Never get old. What's up? I can hear you being quiet over there.
Nothing much. This is my first time alone in the car with Van. Really? Not even... Yeah, I guess... Yeah, you haven't really drove with him until after Fairy joined, huh? Now I'm getting nervous. I've got to stay composed.
Well, that's good, I guess.
The streetlights are so pretty. I see this place all the time, but it somehow looks so different from inside a car.
Right? It's part of the charm of city at night. Especially when there's barely any cars on the expressway. The rules. But coasting through nature during the daytime ain't so bad either.
My dad said something like that a long time ago, actually.
Really? What's your old man's verdict on cars?
Oh shit, yeah, tell us. Well, he doesn't love them quite as much as you do, but he used to really like going on drives.
Graham Hartlore!
He's always been so busy with work, he couldn't find much time to be at home. But back then, once he was off, he would take me and my mother to all kinds of places. I'm curious about her mother, too. I wonder... I think I mentioned this once before, but I kind of assumed that maybe Graham Hart's a kind of, like, arena type, where maybe his significant other died and then he just got too absorbed in his work to make time for his child, or something like that. I treasure those memories. They're irreplaceable to me.
Sounds like he's a real family man. Unlike a certain Z1 racer obsessed with the nightlife.
Well, Maxim regrets his actions, so I don't want to be too hard on him. Besides, my mother was very careful to make sure I never felt lonely. She would visit bookstores all across the city with me, looking for books that I would like. And we'd try new recipes together to surprise him when he came home late. I really thought those peaceful days would continue forever. But then she passed away. But when she passed away, it felt like everything changed.
Yeah, it kind of sounds like a similar deal. People, places, who we are, it all changes as time goes by. But even then, you find yourself concerned with who your old man is and where he stands, huh?
Of course I do. I just don't know what he's thinking anymore. And I don't know what I can do for him as his daughter. He feels so far away right now.
I get that's not my place to comment on someone else's family problems. But no matter how far away he might feel to you now, you still love him, right? So, latch onto that feeling and face him head on. The nice things about family is that you can afford to push boundaries if you want to figure out what's going on in their head.
So it's fine to be a little selfish then?
More than fine. That you're here with me as a part-timer means you're already being a little selfish. And I mean that in the best way. So just keep doing what you're doing and pushing and pushing. And next thing you know, you'll have your old man by the collar.
I think I'll skip the violence if that's alright with you. But thank you. I'm feeling a little more brave about this whole thing. Even if I don't know what the right answer is, I can't afford to wallow in negativity. And sorry for talking about my family nonstop. Actually, what about... never mind.
You don't gotta walk on eggshells around me. It's just, I don't have any stories that make for a fun time.
I see.
Look at that, we've hit Auber. Make sure you don't forget anything.
Oh wow, time really flew by, didn't it?
Don't worry, we'll learn about Van's stuff one day. Whoa, this is new.
We get new location look from this. I guess this is probably same district as RMS.
Right here then?
Yes, the dorms are close by, so this should be a good spot. I'm not really sure if I can put this to words. But Arkride Solutions means the world to me now. You're just as important to me as my family. And I don't think I'm the only one who feels that way either.
Oh, that's real sweet.
I'm sorry. Maybe now's not the time for that. But anyway, thank you for seeing me this far. I look forward to the trip.
Sure. See you later.
What a sweet girl.
That sure caught me off guard. I appreciate the thought. I just wish you wouldn't waste it on someone like me.
You are loved and you need to accept that, you bastard.
What a dude, what a guy.
You're so mean, Van.
That he is. Magnanimous young lady. Wait, is that what that said? Eh, whatever. I can't read that back. Oh well. Well, that was a real great one. Yeah, I feel like I gotta stick with it. It gave some nice lore on both Van. Well, we got mostly on, yes. It was nice getting some lore on her family and how all that worked out. And then obviously, yet more crumbs into Van's past, and the stupid dude doesn't accept the fact that people care about him. There's nothing wrong with wasting it. I almost wonder what the deal is with, like, a nightmare, you know, bear the nightmare because you are one made flesh, yada, yada, yada. I wonder what that means, because it seems like Van thinks there's no value in his own life and stuff like that, or he doesn't think he's worth people caring for. But I don't know. It's like a defense mechanism for him or something like that. Like he wants to push people away because he knows, like, oh, if I do this, then they're gonna do that, yada yada yada, or something like that. I'm not really speaking like a regular human being when I say those type of things. But it seems like people care about me. I push them away because I can't accept that I deserve to be happy. But I don't know. There's definitely some insane stuff that happened in his backstory if those CGs are anything to go by. They flash by, but, you know, I'm recording this so I can go back. I realized that the ones that we saw last time? Yeah, last time. Were kind of a bit more in detail and showing more stuff than the ones we've seen flash by in previous chapters. So I didn't really pay as close attention to them because I thought maybe I'd be closer to spoiling myself. Anyways, let me save again real quick, just in case anything goes awry. All three of those are really nice events, so I appreciate all of them. The Dazwani one was also really nice. Should I go talk to that idol? Yada yada, now I can do it. Talk to the client. Meet on up. Oh, outside.
You must be the idol that put in that request. Sayla, right? Nice to meet you.
Oh, wow. So the rumors really are true, huh? If you're here, does that mean you're willing to hear me out?
Yeah, probably best not to stand around talking like this, though. Why don't we go grab a seat and take it from there? Especially if you're buying. You mentioned that you were supposed to be putting on a street performance tonight. But it sounds like your partner didn't show up when she was supposed to.
Yeah, that's right. Lulua did mention to me that she had work today. But she said she would be done after sunset, so we plan to meet up here directly once she got off her job. It was getting later and later, and she was nowhere to be seen. Once an hour passed and I still hadn't heard from her, I decided to visit her place.
Makes sense to me. Sounds like a pretty reasonable thing to do.
It's kind of insane that this is main plot that we're getting with Sayla and Lulua. I mean, it's been a fun NPC thing to go after, but I didn't expect it to turn into main plot. When I got there, I knocked on the door but didn't get an answer. I have a key to her apartment that she lent me, so I used it to poke my head inside and found a note she left on the table. Reading that note left me so concerned, so that's when I contacted you so you could hopefully look for her.
Makes sense. What was written on the note?
There were only two things scribbled down on it. One was a name I didn't recognize, Clement, and the other one was part-time, 1,000 mira an hour. There's like an accent on the E, so it's more like Clement or something like that.
1,000 mira per hour. That's what we charge as our base rate in my agency. That's pretty damn good for some side hustle. Some might even say too good. Practically screams something not on the up and up, if you ask me.
You think so too, huh? I figured that was a distinct possibility.
That name, Clement. He's got himself involved in all kinds of stuff, doesn't he? Definitely a sign that Lua is another victim of whatever he and his people are scheming.
Oh, is this what we did with the briefcase and things like that? It might be. That would make sense. Maybe it's a continuation of that. The thing about Lulua is, she comes from the countryside. She's a really honest girl at heart and tends to take people at their word, for better and for worse. That's why I'm really worried about her. I'm scared what she might have gotten herself into.
I can understand why. At this point, you've given me everything I need to know. From what you've told me, this is definitely a job for a Spriggan.
So, we don't... Arkwright Solutions already hanged up the gloves for the night, so I'm guessing we're gonna get other people to help with this or something?
Seeing as it's urgent and all, I'll go ahead and get to work immediately.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm so glad you're able to help me.
Don't mention it. Tell me a little more about Lulua. Has she been acting strange in any particular way lately?
Actually, yes. Now that you ask. I've been seeing her spending time with an elderly woman who looks pretty well off. When I asked her about it, she said she was escorting her as part of some volunteer work she's doing. That was news to me. The fact she was doing anything like that, it felt really strange to me. I mean, it's nice of her to want to help and all, but I know for a fact that she really shouldn't have the time to spare for that right now. That's because we're both trying to save up our money so that we can put on our dream concert. We're busy as it is just working on that.
Which is probably where that 1,000 mira per hour comes in. She could be earning that much from the Clement person as compensation for helping.
That was my hunch, too. I don't know the name of the woman that Lulu has been looking after, or else I'd be more than happy to tell you. But he did say the other day that the woman bought her clothes at Jardin Boutique in the department store by the station. Does that help you at all?
Oh yeah, that's a good jumping off point for me to start looking for. Once we're done talking, I'll make my way straight to that boutique and have a talk with whoever I find there. As for you, I think you should stay here for the time being. I know it's well past when you two were supposed to meet, but it's always possible that she could just be running late and still show up.
Right, that is true. Okay, I'll do that. Thanks again.
Right over to, without delay.
Welcome to Jardine, sir. How may I help you?
Wanted to ask you something, actually.
Referring to Madame Daphne. She is one of our regulars. She actually happened to stop by a few days ago, accompanied by a young woman. I thought that she was Madame Daphne's granddaughter, but I see I was mistaken.
The two must have seemed fairly close for you to get that impression.
Oh, they most certainly did.
Guess you haven't seen them today?
A correct assumption. I heard that Madame Daphne frequents the Erlin store in the Satan district as well as our own. Perhaps she may have visited there today instead. I hear she is on good terms with its manager, too.
Erland over in the Satan district. Got it. Thanks for the info. And over he goes.
Okay, so can we... Tyrell... Okay, no, they just don't want you to go around Tyrell at night. Makes sense. I mean, I guess it's less NPCs they have to worry about writing new dialogue for, so I can't blame them. Oh, wait. No, topic.
Can we talk?
It's so nice just strolling around Edith doing this stuff. I enjoy it a lot. Edith's like such a fun place to go around. Daphne and Lulua? Yes, the regulars here. They dropped by earlier this afternoon, right on time.
Bingo. You aware of their relationship by chance?
Sure, I just met Lulua recently. I heard she volunteers for this assisted living nonprofit in her spare time. She gets assigned to help out the elderly and disabled with stuff like shopping, that sort of thing. Daphne doesn't have any relatives, so Lulua is a big help for her.
Gotcha. What I heard, though, is that the Daphne lady ain't exactly hurting for money. So why'd she look for a free helper instead of a maid or something?
You know, Daphne isn't sure herself. I recall she said she wanted to pay Lulua directly, actually. Lulua has told me that she gets some payment from the agency anyway, though. She's telling Daphne not to worry about it. That just really confuses me. She's a volunteer, but she gets paid for helping Daphne. It's an awfully roundabout way of doing things. Just seems like a bit of a contradiction, no?
Kinda, yeah. So this ain't a case of the old lady getting swindled, at least. But yeah, something's weird here. There's gotta be some reason she's getting paid in that roundabout way. So anyway, those two come by earlier, right? Any idea where they headed after that?
I recall Lulua said something about showing Daphne the place where she works. I think she works at that concert hall in Riverside.
Riverside Concert Hall. That'd be the blue score then. Thanks much. Owe you one.
Alright. Over to Riverside!
Let's do
Yippee!
this.
Oh, right to a cutscene. Hey, is that?
Judith! Judith jump scare! I knew we'd be getting something in the main plot here.
That should get him off my tail. Wait, you?
Hey, heck of a coincidence running into you here, especially at this hour.
Damn, you look really nice with your... Actually, we've seen you like this before. Yeah, we saw you like this before, I think. Maybe not with the hair down, though. I think it was... No, it probably was hair down. We just didn't see it because it was... We just didn't get to see it because it was from a closer quarters, because it was at the theater.
Saw that article of yours on BuzzRadar, by the way. Let me guess, on the run from paparazzi right now?
Well, what if I am? To be clear, that article is...
Don't worry, I can make a guess. You checking out talents and sports figures who've got ties to the mafia, yeah? Can't say I blame you. The way of things aside, he has been going all around these shady spots for weird reasons.
Wait, you've got detailed info on him?
Look, I can't exactly spill too much, but I can tell you this. You can lay off the red comment. He's 100% clean, trust me. At least when it comes to what you're looking for.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. So what was I even doing all this for?
Good question.
Wait, one single line? That's weird. It's like frickin' 100 line out here with that quantity. Wait, play it again?
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
And I got chewed out by my mom and Grammy for it too.
Oh, got complaints about how you're handling your other job?
Other job? I have no clue what you could possibly mean.
Man, what are you doing here?
Oh shit!
Who would this woman be?
I was wondering, I was gonna say, man, if we don't see Elaine the entire intermission, that'd be kind of fucked. But we're seeing both of them like this? Oh, damn. The two prettiest women in the same room. Actually, Rosette's on a similar level. And obviously, the number one. You're kidding. That's Elena Claire, the bracer. Come on, I swear it's just one thing after another. Anyway, I have to go, but don't you dare think you've beaten me. That was Judith Lanster, right? The actress?
Yeah, you know her?
Sort of. We just met at an event before. Imagine you'd be more familiar with her than I am. Heard you two were acquainted in Tharbad. Well enough to meet outside of work, too, it looks like.
Come on, it ain't like that. Have a little faith in me.
Oh yeah? Alright then. So, what are you actually doing out here in Riverside at this hour?
Searching for someone, actually. Someone got dragged into working an underworld job without being aware of it.
You're investigating an underworld job too.
Two? Are you up to the same thing?
I am, yes. One of their scam victims made a request to the Bracers. I'm looking for a man named Clement right now. He's likely the go-between that hired the part-timers.
Clement sure gets around, huh? Basically barking up the same tree then.
That we are. I came to Riverside because we had a report that Clement had been spotted here. Do you mind if I tag along with you?
Not at all. Might make things easier for us all.
Hell yeah! An idol named Lulua, huh? Definitely looks like she's an unwitting pawn of this scheme.
Sure does. Which honestly puts her in a whole lot of trouble. Let's check out the concert hall.
I love having these two as a duo. It's not properly in the party, so I guess we're just kind of wandering around for now, but you know, I don't just get to frickin' have a lane and walk around as her quite yet.
Let me ask you something.
There we go. Third NPC's the charm. Oh, Lulua? No, she wasn't on stage today. Hey, Natalia.
Wait, Natalie? I don't know.
You got any idea where she went?
A little, I guess. I've been thinking about her a lot as of late. I did happen to see her. It stuck out to me because she was talking to some older woman I'd never seen before.
That's a lead.
Did you happen to overhear what they were talking about? Kinda. Seems something about grabbing tea at the food stalls. I think I heard something about trying out tacos. Oh my god, the new girl, they're gonna have the chocolate tacos.
Tacos. Got it.
Thank you for the information. Back out we go. Pretty obvious to tell where it ends up if it's tacos. The girl. Hey,
Here, have a close look.
Huh. Guess the old man's not looking after the stall tonight.
That he is, but don't you fret, for I am here. Allow me to take your taste buds on a heavenly voyage of culinary delight. May I recommend trying our new chocolate rice taco? It's a smash hit among our customers. I guarantee it'll be a smash hit in your mouth. Thanks for the recommendation. I'll be sure to give it a try later. The stall owner's over there. Let's go talk to him. Oh, that's fun. That's fun that you get extra dialogue for that. That's awesome.
Let me ask you something.
I love details like that.
Right. It was just before dark when Lulua and the old lady stopped by my stall. I think they were meeting with some middle-aged man or something. He was waiting for him at the table. Kind of an odd group, if you ask me.
Middle-aged man. Might be Clement. Notice anything out of the ordinary?
Can't say I did. Couldn't hear them all the way from here. They were talking for a good while before the man got real worked up. Looks like things got real heated, so they up and left. Went right across the river. I was wondering where. Went right across the river. I was wondering what came on them.
What am I fucking saying?
Came of them.
It's plenty to go on.
It is. Thank you for all your information.
It sure is starting to stink.
Agreed. I wasn't expecting someone likely to be Clement to actually crop up here. We need to follow their trail, and now.
Agreed. Let's see if we got any other witnesses.
I wonder whom? Over here. Old woman.
Oh, is this the Daphne?
Oh, what am I going to do now? I can't believe this happened.
Looks like something happened to her. This might be who we're looking for. Hey there, Granny. Got a sec?
We'd like to speak to you if we may have a moment.
Lane's assistant inquired on Daphne and Lulua.
Oh, for an A-ring bracer and an assistant to show up just when I need them most. This must be the goddess's guidance at hand. But you're right, yes. I'm Daphne. Thank you for confirming that.
Heard Lulua was helping you as part of her volunteer work. Mind telling us what happened?
Not at all. I do have something to share with you. About an hour ago, Lulua was taken away by a man called Clement.
He straight up took her. Well, shit's getting urgent. To be clear, Clement was the man that introduced you and Lulua, yeah?
That's right. Until today, I wouldn't have pegged him for anything less than a kind and trustworthy man. I came tonight because he wanted to discuss something with Lulua and me. That's when he started trying to sell me some kind of medical insurance. It all sounded splendid, but I'm not that naive. I know when something's too good to be true, it probably is.
Good on you for not falling for that old trick.
I have some experience since I do have a different insurance already. When I started asking for details, Clement couldn't answer me. Lulua must have caught on to my suspicions because she also started asking him questions. He didn't like that at all and started yelling at us, and then...
And then he dragged Lulua away.
Yes, I tried to chase after, but I lost sight of them right around here. I was afraid that if I contacted the police at the guild, they might suspect Lulua as well. I didn't know what to do.
Okay, I think I've got the picture. Don't worry, the guild will do the best we can for Lulua's sake. Rest easy. You can leave the rest to us.
Oh, thank you so much. Do you know where she might have been taken to?
Ain't hard to take a guess if it's around here is where you lost sight of him. Must have gone into the Blacklight District. Undoubtedly. We need to head after her quick, but we shouldn't be too careless either. I'll be waiting by the entrance. Just tell me when you're ready. Got it. And talk to Elaine we shall. We need to go save Lulua. Wait, what was that? Alright, this is obviously a point of no return for the night. But, the question is... main story advance, free time will end once your rescue mission. Sure. Alright.
Stupid bitch, you just would run your mouth, didn't you? All you had to do was sit quietly next to me and nod your head like a good girl. Everything would have been fine. But no, you just had to run your mouth. All the money I could have swindled is gone, all down the drain.
How? How could you deceive a woman like Daphne? It's just horrible. If I knew it was going to... that was what you were after, I never would have gone on with it along with any of this.
Newsflash, I don't give a shit. You have a job to do, and that's all that matters, you understand? You sucker people in with that sweet innocent face of yours, then I swoop in for the kill. I figured that old hag was an easy target, but nope, she's sharper than she looks. But I've still got some tricks up my sleeve. Maybe I can pull something else on her. I've got this insurance plan, and you're gonna get her to take it out for me, alright?
Excuse me, why should I?
Don't even start with me. You took on this job and you accepted my payment. That means you're obligated to do the work, little lady. Your feelings can't do the job for you. So don't you run out on our deal here or you're gonna regret it, capiche?
I told you. If it's the mirror you want it, you can have it back. I don't care.
That's not how this works. It's not about the money, Spider-Man. It's about the deal. You can't just walk back the deal now that you've taken it, see? You're in it now, whether you like it or not. Now be a good girl and stop.
Let me stop you right there.
Who are you?
The hell do you want?
Oh no, the hero's coming to save the day. I'm just shaking in my boots. Hero I ain't. I'm a Spriggan, and I don't give a rat's ass about the goody two-shoes shit. I'm here because my client told me to fetch that girl, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm asking you nicely to hand her over.
Great, one of you pricks. Just what I needed. Look, buddy, you're barking up the wrong tree. This girl's with us. She's not going anywhere. Now, if you don't get out of my face right this instant, we've got problems.
You heard the boss. Scram.
Oh man, what a freaking dumbass. Guys really thinks he can walk up by himself and take on all of us.
Who said he was alone? Hey, I know that face. Elena Claire?
Oh, of all the goddamn times.
Nice work, Elaine. I've got the girl.
How did you... What the...
Sayla? You shouldn't... Lulua, over here. Sayla! Sayla, is that you?
You're knocking away, you little...
Whoopsie there. Forgot about me already, pal.
Run, you two. We'll take care of these guys. Okay, thank you.
Are you shitting me?
You want some more? Looks like you guys don't know when to stay down.
Put your hands up and surrender yourselves. You're only digging yourselves deeper.
For the love of... Seriously? A bracer and a Spriggan gaining up on me. This shit blows. What are you doing? Did I say you could just lie there? Did I? Get your asses up and get them!
Yeah, okay.
Guys are gonna be real sorry.
I'll take you on.
Oh yeah.
You're in for it now.
Couple goals.
Let's have some fun.
Beating up thugs in the back alley. Alright, what do we got here?
Great time for a short boost.
What do you get? Or was that crit up? Physical damage up too. I can do at least one.
Just try and take me.
Kaleido Fencer. Let's go for this. Swoop and swoop.
Suck on this.
Aerial Buster maybe? Let's go for the halter.
Chesto!
All dead. All dead. Nothing else to it.
Jig's up, pal. You're the only one left standing.
Heep! Hey, mercy, please!
Of course, I'm taking you to the guild. You have a lot to answer for. Your crimes here and your relationship with A. Do I make myself clear?
Anything but that.
Ah, so he's working for him all on. That does track, yeah. I'll let you handle the rest then. Make sure the guy pays for what he's done, and pays good.
Of course. You have a good night. Alright,
That
that
takes
was
care of that.
interesting. Kind of a bit of abrupt of an end to it, but hey. Just kind of a required side quest. Okay, never mind. We are getting something. Thank you both so much for your help. Yeah, we can't thank you enough. I'll admit at first I was like, really? That's Elaine's guy?
Let's go, Lalua, my goat!
But the way you two moved in perfect sync was dazzling. Honestly, I'm kind of jealous.
Huh?
Read the room, Lalua. Sorry, please ignore. Come on, you, let's go. Oh my god, are they gonna have a moment
Finish
because
your
of
job
that?
already?
Fee?
Ah, hey there.
Oh my god, wait, it's Fee. Is she gonna do more ship bait? Did she overhear that conversation? No, please tell me she did. We're getting more ship bait so I can go insane like before. Sorry for going off on my own, Fee.
It's no biggie. I'm just glad everything got taken care of. Besides, I've got no interest in being a third wheel.
Let's fucking go! Fee Clausel, my goat, my friend. I would say my wingman, but no, you're not my wingman. You're Elaine's wing woman. We're not... You're gonna have to go easy on her. She's more touchy than she lets on. For example, if you start moving the conversation just a little towards her age. Oh, fuck.
First off, not funny. Didn't laugh. And second, I'll have you know I'm still in my early 20s.
Of course. My apologies, ma'am.
You know, why do you get freaking bent out of shape over it when it's coming from him? Isn't he probably older than you or the same age?
Don't feel bad, Elaine. I can be a little sensitive about my age too sometimes.
What about being too young?
Anyway, I'll go report to the guild for you. Have some fun, you two, okay?
Why does... Fee sounds like even more quiet than usual. Like even more not whispery, but... Maybe it's like a different mic setup or something for this game, but she sounds slightly different than I'm used to in previous entries. Good lord. I like how Elaine went to the blush with that, but... Swing. She can be such a tease.
Ain't she something, though? Not every day a Jaeger from a famous corps like Zephyr joins the guild, let alone one trained by the Purple Lightning. Shows up and immediately helped down in Tharbad. And she's got a lot of room to get even better, I reckon.
Agreed. At this rate, she may even surpass my records. Though, sometimes a dour expression comes across her face. She must miss her friends back in Erebonia dearly. Regardless, I must admit it's been a massive help to have her around, and I think she's beginning to settle in here little by little.
Once a student council president, always a student council president.
You don't get to say that. I was still only vice president when you were around.
Renee did things differently, so it was up to you to play the perfect prez. Remember the play we did on the last day of the festival where, oh my god, yes, the spice, give me everything. Oh, you do not get to bring that up again. That was all your fault.
Hey, isn't that... It's gotta be, I wonder what they're talking about.
Man, it must be really hard being Elaine. She can't even, like, talk... She can't even shoot the shit with people and reminisce without this stuff happening. Like, this happens with a few characters. Judith as well. Because, you know, she's like a major actress, so she always has to hide it. But Elaine's not quite used to the fame and whatnot yet.
Sucks to be famous, huh?
It has its pros and cons. When I introduce myself, sometimes I can make use of my reputation. Much like how you call yourself a Spriggan.
True enough.
Knowing you, I imagine you've already eaten dinner. I had enough to hold me over, but I could go for a drink. Want to come with me?
Yippee! Frickin' jumping in the air, clicking my heels and everything, and more Van and Elaine screen time. Seeing these two together, I fucking live for this. Damn, by the riverside? Whoa, whoa, I thought they were doing something else there for a sec.
Why won't you just listen to me?
Oh, I am living.
I need you with me at the Tyrell times.
Girl is practically moaning that out to him.
Like I said, I'll leave the honest journalism to you. Sorry for the trouble, Bramati.
Are we sure they aren't a couple already?
Oh, please. This is nothing. Don't you worry about a thing.
'Cause every little
Still,
thing
if you ask
is
me,
gonna be
I
alright.
think you're more than ready to leave the back alleys yourself. It's been 8 years, you know.
True.
It's not a matter of how much time's passed. Besides, I feel like my current path suits me better at this point. You should be saying that to Van.
Speak of the oh god.
Hi, is that him cheating on me with Shino?
Cheated on me with she. Wait until Elaine
I
shows
can't
up.
say I'm not jealous, but she's been refining her craft a lot lately.
Oh no, here it comes. Dude, getting all this voice acted is great, by the way. I live for any voice acting I can get. Here it comes.
Oh my, my.
Looks like our boy might finally be starting to move on.
Dude, both Bermati and Dingo are shipping it. That's how you know it's the canon route, man. These two have known him for a long while. They want it.
I want to chase Scoops together.
Good lord, Mario.
Here are the gimlet and grasshopper that you ordered.
Hoppa one.
They've both got just the right amount of foam.
Your shaking technique has really improved, Shino.
I'm so glad this is all voiced. God, I miss voice acting. Oh, it's so good whenever it happens in this game, I swear. I'm waiting on it way too often.
Thank you for saying so, but I'm still not a patch on Bermati. Well, please enjoy your drinks.
I feel so fucking starved in this game for voice acting, man. Like, don't get me wrong, I enjoy doing my voices for characters, but God, I kind of just wish that the main plot could be voiced. Because, like, there's so much, and I just wish it was more. Oh my god. Anyways, please continue, please continue, please continue. It's like rolling a fucking dice.
Ah, this is lovely. Still, I see you like even your cocktails sweet.
I freaking love this game. I love everything. I feel like I've got to make this the thumbnail, man. It's
Well, not all
seeing
the time.
these two together.
Come to think of it, I've shot back a few with Renee, but I guess this is my first time doing it with you, huh?
We were too young, remember? Although I suppose that didn't stop you at the school festival after party.
Hey.
I got no idea what you're talking about.
Fucking whistle.
I swear, you two are why they say boys will be boys.
Oh my god, they're laughing, they're enjoying themselves. Oh my god, I don't know what the spice was in the past, but they're at least letting their hair down. It's great. Fuck, finally. Also, geez, I like that there's just physics on like the drink to an extent. Dude, Bermati and Dingo on the back are just eating the shit up. Not as much as me, but you know. Good lord. Oh no. Ah, damn it. All right, fine. I got my bit. I can go back to it, even if I'm begrudgingly. Considering someone has been avoiding me these past 4 years, we really haven't run into each other much. Come to think of it, we've ended up with a lot of shared acquaintances. Bermati, Shino, and I suppose even that actress qualifies now. Hey, don't look at me like that. She's just a client, that's all. Raising the eyebrow and everything. It's just what happens when two folks work the same city. Especially when our jobs are like two sides of the same coin. I suppose you're right. But what does that make Renee? Heads or tails? He's the edge of the coin. Or the guy with the coin in the palm of his hand. Good point. I thought he'd made a very fitting career choice when he decided to join the Ministry of Home Affairs before graduation. Never expected he'd end up transferring to the CID when it was established and became a rival of sorts. That's just the kind of guy he is. Like how he acts like a venerable older brother figure, even though he's only a year older than us. Incidentally, he seemed surprised when he learned I was joining the guild. Happily, he wasn't opposed either. He was like my only ally, outside my circle of friends, after a certain someone disappeared. Ugh. You really haven't changed at all, these last 7 years. Or the last 15, for that matter. God. Actually, I like this one a bit better. It's just a nice angle for everything. While we're talking about not changing, you do know it's your fault I ended up with such a sweet tooth, right? All you did was stuff a poor impressionable van full of chocolate and macarons from your family biz all the time.
Perhaps. But Renee got just as stuffed and avoided sugar addiction, so I can only think you were doomed to end up this way regardless. I really don't remember you having this much of a sweet tooth when you were younger, though. I'm sure something didn't happen after. Ah, shit. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to rip at old scars.
Haven't got a clue what you're talking about. Still, I don't have any regrets about ending up this way. That's a bit of fun to life. My employees always look at me funny, but if they're gonna complain about me loving sweet stuff, they can give theirs to me, I say.
Shoutouts to Van. Shouts to Elaine. Shouts to both of them. Shouts to Renee, too. He's not here, but shouts to him. Shouts to all three of them. I still have mixed feelings about your career choice. But I've been feeling a little better about it lately. Seeing the sorts of people you're attracting. I really didn't expect you to end up with a student of Professor Hamilton working under you, though.
Attracting is definitely the right word. It's like my magnet for hard cases these days. Well, I guess Rosette's technically different since she's on loan from Marduk.
I'm honestly shocked at just how much you seem to trust her. Not that I have any doubts about how capable she is, given her employer.
Oh, she's capable, alright. I know I can trust her. Just wish I could say the same about her bosses. Marduk. So shady you can see the shadow for Selge. You ain't got anything on them, do you?
They're as much of an enigma to us as the society is, I'm afraid. Still, you're the one who has a contact with them. Good job signing away your soul to the Selge Lawn Shadow.
Ugh. Shino, bring me an Alexander, would ya?
I would like a white lady, please. Certainly.
Bring me an Alexander, you just start hear the theme playing. A to the L to the E, Alexander. Damn. I really wasn't expecting you to go and foot the bill. How's a guy supposed to look suave if you won't even let him pick up the check?
I was the one who invited you here. And please, that idea is so old-fashioned it's covered in moss.
Oh god, I love this duo. Oh, I love him so much.
You're going away next week with your team, right? If you really want to buy someone something nice, treat them instead. Besides, I'm sure you're already aware, but being an A-rank bracer pays rather well.
Jeez. Rub it in some more, why don't ya?
You can treat me next time. How does that sound?
You're on. T'll be way bigger next time anyway. Could always call Renee too. Oh wait, I got a better idea. Let's save that for when we go someplace really expensive. In his line of work, the guy's probably loaded by now.
Oh, you.
Man, God, I'm living. I am living from this ship. It is... like... man.
I can count the amount of ships that I care about this much on a single hand, man. It's so good. Like, less than a single hand. Like, this is probably the third ship in my life that I've cared this much about. Between Reina and Adiabel and Ishigami and Ino, this is like third place, man. I love it. I'm going to take a cab home. You're taking the subway back, right?
Yeah, no buses run this late at night. Night, Elaine. Here's to a good working relationship from here on out.
That'll be entirely dependent on you. Good night, Van.
It's the wave. Say some words.
Van.
Oh? More words. What's up?
Are you really going to go on that trip?
What? What? What does that mean? Do you, what's the matter? What's gotten into?
It's nothing. I hope you have a good time.
What? What's happening? Is she like expecting something that's gonna go down that she wants him to be there with her for or something? Or is it the fact that Van's so, what is it? that Van doesn't think he deserves happiness so much that she's, like, shocked that he's even going to go on a trip. I could see either being the case.
You're a leader now. Don't get too carried away out there, okay?
What's the deal? That was voice acting and everything for it. That had to have been important one way or the other. What was that all about? I haven't seen her act like that since we were kids. Act like what, huh? Is it overprotective? Or like caring a bunch and being worried? It's been so long since we first met in Araucion all those years ago. Oh shit, they met there? Also, goddamn. Seeing these three as kids. The punk. Oh my god. Wow. So, I guess that explains why we haven't gone to Araucion yet, because there's probably going to be some big stuff happening there. She was the daughter of the biggest family in the area. Rene was the son of a government man slaving away his life far from home, and sounds like she stopped talking to her family after joining the guild, though. Maybe there's some kind of problem in her personal life she's not talking about. Not like it'll make up for what happened 7 years ago, but maybe we should talk to her about it sometime. What? God, there's still so much to unpack. We got really good content there. And we got, like, some good, you know, good conversations between the two. But there's still so much to be explored and talked about. Well, it's the day of leaving, I guess. Oh, God. I kind of...
I'm gonna head out now.
Okay, Yums is going with us. I don't think I'm gonna get a save point here. We're already at an hour and 45 minutes into this recording. I'm gonna call things right here. And next session, I can just replay up until this point, you know, and then we'll just cut off right from here. It feels weird to do this, but yeah, we're just gonna... Next time on Trails Through Daybreak, we're heading to Lonlai. And we'll see what's going on there. God, that content was so good, though, man. I'm gonna be freaking it for a while. I am obsessed with Elaine, and I don't know what you even call their ship name. There's definitely a ship name out there. I saw it on, like, I saw, like, what it's called in JP, but I don't really know how to pronounce that in English. But yeah, no. I'm really excited to go to Lonlai. Obviously, this is gonna be, like, peak fiction. Zenith, stratospheric, universal fiction. But I'm still just thinking about that stuff with Elaine and Van, man. It's so good! Ah! This is how you live, man. This is how you enjoy life. You get me? Anyways, thank you all very, very, very much for watching. And adios, ciao, and bye-bye. Signing off until next time. Ja, matane.